Just write this down. Take a minute. I want you all to think about this. Just write down the number, the amount of money you want to truly leave for your children. Just write it down. How many of you don't want to leave any money for your children? How many of you don't want to leave any money for your children? Exactly. You see, not a single person in the room. So when your clients tell you, I don't want to leave money for my kids, what does that mean? They're all lying. You've heard that, right? I don't want to leave any money for my children. This is statistics. This is science. There's not a single person in this room who doesn't want to leave anything for their kids. What does that mean? Your clients are lying when they say, I don't want to leave any money for my children. The truth is, we all want to give our children an unfair advantage in the world. We all want to give our children an unfair advantage in the world. Think about it. If your children are not good with their studies, do you not send them for extra classes? Isn't that unfair? If your children are not good in sports, don't you send them for extra classes? We all give an unfair advantage to our children. Think about it. We all do. How many of you wish you were born retired? That's what I thought. You wish you were born retired. Why don't you plan your kids' retirement? You see, when I joined my school, when I went to university, they kept telling me, Sanjay, follow your passion. Sanjay, do what makes you happy. That's what they told me when I was at university. When I graduated from university, what did they say? Forget about your dreams, forget about your passion, go to work. That's what they said, correct or not? Because sometimes passion doesn't make money. True or not? So if you truly want your children to live a life where they feel all the passion in the world, make sure they are born retired. You see, I was born retired. My father planned my retirement when I was born. He told me this. He said, Sanjay, you don't need to work for money. You work because you want to work. You don't have to. What changed in my mind? He gave me 4 rules. I'm going to share those 4 rules with you today. He gave me 4 rules when I joined this business. He said, rule number 1, don't work. I said, I don't understand that. He said, Sanjay, insurance as a profession is not work. It's a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle. Don't treat this business like work. Treat this business like a lifestyle. You're protecting someone else's family. You're protecting someone else's future. You're protecting someone else's children. This is not a business. This is your lifestyle. That's your duty. Stop working. Rule number 1. Rule number 2. Every day, meet people you like. How many times has this happened to you? You get a call on your mobile phone, you look at the name and you're like, oh my God. Do I need to pick up this call? If that happens to you, that's a client you don't want. That's a client you don't want to work with. You should love your clients. You should not have Monday blues. You should not wake up on a Monday and say, oh my God, I have to go to work. Why do we like the weekend? Why do we like Saturday, Sunday? We spend time with our friends, we spend time with people we like, correct? So why can't every day be Sunday? Why can't every day be Sunday? So that's rule number 2. Every day, spend time with people you like. That was rule number 2. Rule number 3. Give your best advice to anybody and everybody. Give your best advice to anybody and everybody. What is the worst thing that can happen in our business? We give advice to somebody and they don't buy insurance from you, correct? That's the worst thing that can happen, correct or not? See? No. The worst thing that can happen actually is you give advice to somebody and they buy from someone else. That is the worst thing. If they don't buy, go to hell. But if they buy from someone else, it hurts. If they don't buy from us, they buy from someone else, it hurts, right? That's the truth, right? Now I want you all to think about this. All of us are not competition, we are colleagues. We are all on the same mission, to protect families, to protect children, to protect the future. We are all on the same mission. If I give advice to somebody, they don't buy from me, they buy from one of you. Our business grows, correct or not? Maybe you will give advice to somebody and they might buy from me. That's okay, the business grows. So let's set a rule among us. Let's set a rule among us. We will never talk bad about each other. That needs to change. As a profession, we need to learn to respect each other. We need to learn to talk good about each other. The problem is, we talk bad about each other. So let's stop that. Let's stop. You will never see that in the medical profession. You will never hear one doctor say bad about another doctor. You will never hear a lawyer talk about bad about another lawyer. You will never hear an engineer talk about another engineer bad. Why do we do it in our business? Just because we lose it to somebody else? Stop it. So rule number 3, give your best advice to anybody and everybody. Anybody you meet, give them your best advice. Anybody. So that's rule number 3. Rule number 4, don't care about the results. So I asked my dad, I was like, but Dad, I have a target. I need to hit my target. That's the truth. He's like, Sanjay, sales depends on the quality of your advice. Sales is not your business. Advice is your business. If you give good advice, the sales will come. If you give your best advice, sales will come. Your job is not sales. Your job is giving good advice. So rule number 4, don't care about the results. These are the 4 rules with which I started in this business. And this has allowed me to grow my business. You see, when I started in this business, I was only 18 years old. And my first goal was to hit MDRT. Let me be very transparent. You see, I'm born in a family where everyone is a financial advisor. My grandfather was an insurance agent. My father is an insurance agent. I'm an insurance agent. 3rd generation. My grandfather's brother was an MDRT member. My father is an MDRT member. I'm an MDRT member. Because that was the first rule. Sanjay, qualify for MDRT. You see, MDRT is a benchmark. It tells you if you're going in the right direction. By the way, how many of you are MDRT members? Congratulations. You have hit the first benchmark in our business. It's the first one. Because after you hit your MDRT, there's one more. Quart of the table. You have to do your quart of the table. There's one more. That's your second benchmark. Your third benchmark is top of the table. You have to hit the top of the table. And that's how you know you're going in the right direction. MDRT allows us to know how we are progressing in this business. What are the resources I need? What is the mindset I need? What is the skills that I need to get to the next level? And once you hit top of the table, that's not the end. That is the start of your real journey. That is the start of your real journey. Because after top of the table, you will listen from all top advisors. You can do double top of the table, triple top of the table, quadruple top of the table. There is no limit. Who told you that top of the table is an annual target? Who told you that? Top of the table is a target. It's not an annual target. It could be a daily target. Every day, I want to go top of the table. Why not? I want you to stop thinking small, and I want you to start thinking big. You see, when I started in this business, I hit my top of the table at the age of 23. And I truly thought I was one of the best. So I went to a top of the table meeting. And I met one advisor there, and he said, Sanjay, well done. You've done so well. Congratulations. But there's still one more level. And I said, I thought I already hit everything. He said, Sanjay, there are people who are doing double top of the table. What's stopping you? And I said, I just died doing one top of the table. How do you do double? I just died. I literally killed myself to get my top of the table. And you're telling me to do double? What's wrong with you? He said, Sanjay, there are advisors who are doing it. Why not you? So that became my next challenge. By the age of 25, I did my double top of the table. And then I met another advisor, and he said, well done. There is one more level. Why don't you try doing 6 top of the table? And I said, listen, it's enough. You can stop joking. It doesn't exist. And he said, no, Sanjay, there are people doing it. Not you, but there are people doing it. Why not you? And I said, how? You see, I didn't even believe that that can be possible. I didn't even believe it. It took me many years to realize it is possible. Ladies and gentlemen, if there's one thing that you change today about your mindset, I want you to change the fact that your dream can be bigger. Your dream can be bigger. And if your dream doesn't scare you, it's not big enough. If your dream doesn't scare you, it's not big enough. That became the mantra of how I do my business. Every day I wake up, I have a schedule. Every day. I want you all to think about this. How many of you feel that your clients don't feel urgency to buy insurance? All of us. Let me ask all of you this question, okay? If your client doesn't buy today, they buy after 1 year, what will happen? Nothing. the premium will go up, correct? If the premium goes up, your commission goes up. So why are you in a hurry? Even better. The medical condition can change, so the premium will increase. Even better. Why are you in a hurry? I'll tell you why you are in a hurry. I'll tell you. Because if this one client doesn't buy this month, no commission. You see, our biggest problem is we don't have enough activity. We don't meet enough people. That is the problem. The problem is not that if they don't buy